never let them hoes get in between the when we started. Little nigga, but I'm lying hard. They wanted it, and I don't know. I'm an artist. They suck it, the spot, and I told him get him, and got him. Got his ass. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. That was just the song that was ending of the episode, so it had me real. It had me really crunk. Y'all was in there. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought he was finished? Yeah, he mad his daddy left, but he in the beginning. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. He is winning. No, Will was like, baby, at the end of the episode, he was like, I gotta come with it. So basically that means, I don't know if that means he finna just push himself into his career, his basketball career, and just really push forward. You know, we just finna focus back on his life and not so much of his personal life, but more of his school life and public life. So I'm really happy about that. You know, going towards the new season. Honestly, he's gonna need some explaining from his mother. I know he's gonna be asking some questions because, you know, in the episode, he kind of disappeared. He kind of went missing. Like, go talk about Lisa. Lisa just really had me like floored the whole episode. Like, she was not very understanding. It just really had me floored because she had people like Carlton there to support her. She had people like Will there to support her, and just they whole family. So the fact that she's really just being this hard on Will over a little ass lie that wasn't even a lie, he just didn't tell your ass everything, it's kind of really fucked up. Because it's just like, girl, when Carlton came to her, it was basically like, Will is gone. We haven't seen or heard from him in hours. She was like, oh, he stood me up. Well, he's gone. We haven't seen or heard from him in hours, Lisa. That should snap in your mind. Like, if 2 and 2 make 4, and then you take 2 away, and then it's back 2. What in your mind told you, like, to say that? Or just what in the writers? Why would y'all even have her just to say that? Y'all are making her really look selfish. Y'all make her look really emotional for no reason. Honestly, I mean, I understand her mom is passed, but she wasn't even this emotional when Carlton came. I mean, before Will even came. She wasn't even this emotional before Will even came. Like, she was real put together. Like, now all of a sudden she has all these like weird ass emotions. And I understand, yeah, they in high school, so she acting like, you know, high school kids be acting. But she's really getting annoying. She's really getting annoying. The fact that Carlton came to her and said, Will is missing, he's been gone for hours, and she said, her response is, he stood me up. Like, duh, he stood you up. He's been missing for hours. And then Carlton proceeds to tell you, like, he's been dealing with his dad and stuff. Like, he's been dealing with a lot. It's just not about you. And then you're making it really hard on him, too. So he's kind of, like, just really messed up right now. And if anything, you need to be helping us look for him and give us some support. Because that's just your man. I was just like, girl, Lisa, what is wrong with you? Like, it's never that serious. I mean, he lied. If you want to call it a lie. I mean, it is a lie because you should have told the truth, the full truth, or just didn't say it at all. I mean, that's how I would feel in a real relationship. But this is a TV show. The writers better stop fucking playing with me. Because the way they just be making Lisa look so selfish is just so irritating. I'm so tired of Lisa looking so selfish. But it's just like, why would you say he stood me up when Carlton is letting you know he's been missing? Like, even if he stood you up at the time, he was with his dad, like trying to figure out family issues. It wasn't like he was gone with another girl. It wasn't like he was just avoiding you and worried about like hobbies and situations. No, he was actually in a whole freaking drama episode with his dad. Like, we was worried about him. You at the coffee shop drinking coffee, ain't even drinking no coffee, ain't even no coffee in the cup. Ain't even no coffee in the cup. She did like this. Wasn't even no coffee in the cup. Wasn't even no coffee in the cup, Lisa. It wasn't no coffee in the cup. I know it wasn't, but but anyway, yeah, Lisa really had me throw the whole episode. I really hope, like, I don't know if they will work it out, but honestly, I don't know. They just seem so emotional for each other. Like, I mean, I know everybody go through problems, and you don't have to be perfect to be with somebody who's, you know, like, y'all don't have to have similarities to be together. But it's just so much going on in both of their lives. I just feel like, I don't know, can they be there for each other, like, and still, like, because he has an anger problem, like his dad. He does take a lot from his dad. Speaking of his dad, the fact that his dad is Marlon Wayans, y'all, that shocked the world out of me. I was not expecting Marlon Wayans. And someone said that in a group, a group I was in on a Facebook, you know, Facebook group, and I was just like, why would they do Marlon? I was like, why would they pick Marlon? I was like, Marlon Wayans? I don't think he would just do something like this. Like, I was not expecting Marlon Wayans, but he did a good job at acting. I love how he's trying to take serious roles. I do sometimes still see him as this funny comedian, like, this funny, goofy guy, but I love that he's taking serious roles. For Lou, I did like the way he was acting towards like the arguing and screaming and like where he had to get like real with his emotions. I did see it, but I didn't see it to a full potential of what I think he can do. Like, I feel like he can have more come out of him. He's just so goofy and like jokey, so like I don't know how he is in real life. I just know him from the characters he portrayed and the life he gives us. But I do like that he he did play Lou. I mean, I started to accept that he playing Lou, so it was kind of like, let's just get over with. Like, let's just talk about it. Like, once I saw who Lou was, I was like, okay, now we know who Lou is. It's him. I mean, it's not Will Smith, not what I expected, but it's good. I just want to hear the story. I just want to hear how it's going to happen. I thought it was going to be one of those moments where Will meet his daddy. They have one of those moments and then he tried to sneak out on him, or he tried to ask Aunt Viv or Uncle Phil for money. That's what I was thinking. Like, he was going to come back and try to bribe them out of money, or, just try to get money from Will or stuff like that. But he really tried to, he really came in like he wanted, like, I don't know, I still feel like he still came into Will's life because he felt like, oh, he's around money. But then also I felt like he was trying, but trying is not enough. You got to do it. Like, if you're going to be in my life, you got to be in my life. Don't be trying to be in my life. Don't sit and say, oh, my life is horrible, and you've been out of jail for 3 years and you're still saying, oh, my life is horrible. Like, I understand felons and what felons go through, like in real life, what felons go through. But the fact that it was 3 years, nigga, you've been out of jail and your life's still not together, and you talking about you really love me and you really want to get it together, and you went through it 3 years ago when you got out of jail, but you like, why you didn't do nothing? Like, so I really wasn't there for it. I was really happy Will cussed his ass out. I was like, you a bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. I was like, oh my God, Jabari's cussing. And he cussing right in front of Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil, just right there. Bitch ass nigga. And they just like, Lou, do not push him. I love it. They is like, Lou, he's just a kid. Lou, you're doing too much. That nigga was, Jabari was the one that was cussing and acting a fool. But I mean, he probably was just like, dude, don't talk about my mama. You don't know what me and my mama been going through since you've been gone. It's not for you to be talking about it. And I feel like he also want to talk to his mama. So I feel like that will be happening in the next season, because I feel like he just want to know what's really going on. And when he got the info from his daddy, like his daddy saying, your mama pushed me to hustle and stuff like this, and your family came in between of what we had going on, and they always didn't like me, and I never liked your mama and stuff like, the rude shit he was saying. I feel like Will does want, like, not verification, but he just want like somebody to tell him their side of the story, because he heard his dad's side of the story, so he want to hear more of his mom's side. So I can see him confronting his mom, like, Mom, what really happened? He said you wanted him. Like, I just feel like he's gonna ask his mama that situation, like when he comes back, because I do feel like he will come back. He just needed to break away from the family, which I didn't understand, because the family was just trying to help him. And I mean, who went looking for? I mean, if I could remember, I think Will went looking for the information. Will went looking for the information. So the fact that he was just so against it was just really blowing me too. Because I was just like, no, the fact that he was leaving was really blowing me. Because I was just like, why is you leaving? This family loves you. They crying and screaming. Even Carlton ran up and gave him a hug. I was really confused about that, because Carlton been hating Will all season, but the last two last 2 or 3 episodes, he really has been showing open up his emotions and really just being a good friend to Will, and being that person to come for advice. But it was just so weird to see him like have these, like, just cry out for Will, like, bro, I don't want my cousin to leave, like, I don't want him to leave. And like when he cried to Lisa, I was just like, oh my God, Carlton is losing it. He need Will, like. So Hillary and Jazz finally do, which was crazy. Well, I don't know if they had sex, because she kind of had like on like a lingerie top with some shorts on. I don't know. I'd be naked. Anyway, she did the do with Jazz, or maybe they just hung out, and just chilled at the Four Seasons Hotel. She's running up a bill with her parents. She's gonna get in trouble for that shit if she don't pay it off. But yeah, and I also love that I also feel like Hillary was like, let me do the do with him, like let me show him I like him because he getting too touchy Philly with Karuchi and she was like, let me take him to the 4 seasons, baby, and let him know how we living. Because, baby, she just not finna take my man like this. She was looking like, like it was given. Like, I love that part because that part just let me know, like, she like him. So if you like him, you need to stop playing with him. Stop letting him be your little runaround boy. You know, you call too for help. But I mean, that's what a boyfriend for. You need to have a boyfriend like that who you can be friends with, who you can talk to. Like, he was basically letting her know, like, you shouldn't look at Karuchi as this person that you need. You should look at her as a partner in business. Like, y'all both need each other. Like, y'all both using both of y'all, you know, advantages for each other. Like, you know, and I really understood that too. Like, being in this industry world, like in, you know, the world of just arts and creator and YouTube and extra and stuff, I feel like sometimes I'm not good enough to be like working with other people or just be doing other things. But I have to realize, shoot, nobody was never good enough. They just did it. Damn it, they just damn near did it. They just did it, and she did it, and she got the fucking deal down. Hopefully, her and Karuchi really work out. I did kind of get like some scheming from Karuchi. I did get like scheming vibes from Karuchi, but hopefully she's not on no scheming stuff, and hopefully she's not on no weird things. Yeah. Hopefully she not on no weird stuff, because I can just see Hillary destroying her. But I don't want no girl beef drama. I really don't. I don't like stuff like this. So I'm really happy to see them like connected. It's not on no drama or beef or competitive. It's like kind of on like, let's work, let's be business buddies, and let's get to it. Like, we got goals, we got dreams, and let's do it together as partners. It's not an opportunity, it's partnership. And I just love that Jazz stepped in and said that. Like, that was so sweet. Like, Jazz is one of the dudes you gotta just be with. You gotta go with. Like, he got his own record store. He don't like social media. He's not into social media, or just like, he has a lot of self-validation. He don't need other people. Like, even him stepping in to help Will at the end of the episode, it was kind of like, Jazz got so much of like where Carlton has this wisdom of like, you know, just knowing themselves. Well, Carlton got some work to do on that. But yeah, just this wisdom of helping people and giving them great advice, and I really like that for the two of them. So they really are. I mean, Jeffrey is one of my favorite characters, but Jazz and Carlton is one of my favorite characters because I like everybody. I can't even say that. I like everybody. I like Cassandra. I like Coco. I like Adrian. I like Jabari. I like Jazz, Jimmy. I like everybody. Jeffrey, I love every freaking body, so I can't even pick a freaking main favorite character. But now we're gonna talk about Jeffrey. A lot of y'all was like, oh, Jeffrey needs his own episode, and I totally agree with you guys. Like, Jeffrey needs his own episode. We need a backstory of Jeffrey's life, like where he come from, just a little clip of, like, you know, him like as a little boy, and then like grown up, like, so we can just see like a little bit more of him, because I feel like that would just be really good. Jeffrey is a really good character over this whole season. I just been seeing a lot of people just Jeffrey, because they really love Jeffrey. Like, the most characters I have seen people talk about is Carlton and Jeffrey. And the fact that Jeffrey was gone in this season finale kind of pissed me off, because I was just like, bro, where Jeffrey at? Like, he's supposed to be here. Now y'all ain't got no food. Y'all ain't got nobody to help y'all with y'all cause. Y'all just don't know nothing about anything y'all got going on because Jeffrey's not here. And that's like really crazy how much they need him. So hopefully he will be back. Most likely he will, because the kids was not feeling it. Like, Carlton was not feeling it with his dad lying to him and just hiding stuff from him. He did like that his dad stepped up and like took the opportunity to want to hang out with him, but then that was postponed by Will's situation. And I know Carlton was like, I don't know, Carlton didn't have no emotion towards that, and I was expecting him to have more emotions, like of being mad about that, but it was postponed. It wasn't canceled. So he was just really worried about Will this episode, and it was shocking to me. I was like, oh, Carlton is having a freaking breakdown of his cousin. Oh, that's family. Family. I also love that Ashley spoke up in this episode. She was basically like, Carlton, he didn't speak up to his dad, maybe because, you know, that's like a father-son thing. You know, you can't really just speak up to your dad like that. It's kind of an authority thing. But Ashley was just basically like, Dad, he knows, we know. Like, you're hiding, you're lying, and we're tired of it. We know. Like, basically, just let us know what's going on with Jeffrey, because everybody knows. Everybody getting this wrong information. You done told him this, third, and the fourth. He on vacation. Then he with family. Like, what? just admit you pissed him off and you fired him. Like, just admit that. But yeah, that was crazy. Also, Unveiled and Mr. Reed tried to reconnect, and her, you know, people was hyping her up to, you know, go back and connect with Mr. Reed. And, you know, her just trying to be this independent woman. She's thinking, oh yeah, let me, you know, try to talk to him by myself and see what he's, you know, if he'll work with me. And Mr. Reed's response was actually, it was not shocking, but it was actually something fulfilling. Like, I was happy that he declined her offer. Like, I feel like she don't need him anyway. And I also feel like with your husband having so much tension around him, like, your husband popped up on you just to check this man. Like, your husband did research on this man. This man probably feeling like, I can't even be around you without your authority or your power behind you attacking me, so, or watching me. So I just don't want to do business. And plus, he's probably really crazy. He probably know Uncle Phil and Jeffrey will stomp him down and make him disappear if he ever play with Unveiled. So he probably like, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. And that's actually good for me. To me, that was actually good. I was happy. And then it was another light-skinned dude came in talking to her. I was like, oh my God, why are they sending all these light-skinned dudes Unveiled way? They just temptation. For her. She got too good of a man. If Unveiled fall for that man or any man, she just, I just can't say it, because I just don't believe Unveiled would do that to Uncle Phil. Unveiled to Uncle Phil? Do you see what Uncle Phil been doing over there? I mean, I know he has a accountability problem, but Uncle Phil is that dude. Like, he steps in and he steps up, honey. I love Uncle Phil. So the fact, so he needs to just say sorry to Jeffrey so Jeffrey can come back. And Unveiled, I'm happy she's getting back into her art, and I'm happy Reed did not want to work with her, because honestly, he shouldn't. And if he having a background like that, I don't know why she would want to work with him. Like, you know, if he having a background of, you know, messing around with all the artists he he worked with, it's kind of like, well, I don't want to work with you. That's like me trying to, you know, go take a photo shoot with a photographer knowing he fuck all his clients. Like, why would I do that? Why would I do something crazy like that? He gonna try to make a pass at me. I know that. I know that. But yeah, I'm really glad that he declined her offer. Like, that was really good to me. Am I missing anything? Let's think. Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? I think I'm not missing anything. But overall, this season was really good. I really enjoyed every episode. Just from it being like a really good show and just the suspense of it all. You know, in the original Fresh Prince, it was kind of more for cable, kind of more like an ABC family type of show where it have more laugh. And this sitcom's giving more suspense, more drama, you know, more real life, realistic things. Like, I feel so in touch with Hillary. Like, I feel like she is me. Like, I feel like somebody was literally watching my life for her script, for her little character. So it's actually crazy to see like them develop these characters really good and realistically. Also, I love that they, you know, brought drugs into the picture. They brought like family dynamics and how they split up, like the situation where it was like a soul food moment with, you know, the Aunt Viv and, you know, Aunt Vi. So I really like those situations too. Also, you know, with I just love Hillary. I love Hillary because I really feel like they was following me to do Hillary, like, or they just probably seeing this a lot of girls like us in this world, like, you know, trying to find our foot in our art and you know, our creative, you know, endeavors, and we just hope for the best, and we just try to make, you know, opportunities out of this shit, because it could be something of, you know, trickery and just like not real and just not fun, not paying, no passive income or nothing. So you do have to find, you have to find your hobby and just find your talent in it, and then also find opportunities and passive income and just the income you want and the goals you're trying to achieve also with your life and your income wise. Like, you have goals in your life of what you want to do creative wise, but you want that to also, I want my money to come in too. I want my money. I don't want to be just cute and I don't need attention. I need my money too. Blah, yeah. So yeah, the season was really good. I'm really happy to get a season like this. I cannot wait for season 2. I feel like season 2 will be like, I was expecting an overdose from Carlton, and it's not like me wanting that from him. I just feel like it will happen because he's going through so much of emotion. Like, even when he broke down with Will, I feel like that's just messing with him more, like, to go mess with the drugs. Like, when he woke up, when the episode first started, and to see him like all happy in the morning, I was like, I hope he ain't high. I hope Carlton ain't high jamming to this music all crunk, because I was crunk too. I was like, oh, what is that? Because I actually check out Carlton's Instagram page, Ollie's Instagram page, and he be listening to some really good music. Like, I be getting my music from him. I I be getting my music from Ollie because he be listening to some really good music from some really good people. I love that they, you know, brought in the sexuality stuff with Ashley, because honestly, I didn't know it was, you know, conversations like that. Like when she had the conversation with Monica, I really didn't know it was conversations like that, or like, you know, I didn't know it was situations like that, or people go through things like that. And I also was uneducated about how to, you know, talk about it, or how to, like, you know, direct that type of energy or that type of, you know, thing. Just, you know, not being gay, but having like a gay family members and gay friends, and just being like a creator and wanting to understand and love people. Like, I love all people. I don't have no judgments or no phobias against anyone. So to see that conversation and to like understand better, I feel like at first I used to hate just seeing sitcoms like try to bring gay into the situation, because I just felt like they was using gay as a clickbait. Some people thought I don't like seeing gay because I hate gays, but no, I thought sitcoms was using gays as like a clickbait. Like basically how that summer where all the like the high end label, like the high end luxury companies, clothing companies was like kind of doing racist shit to piss off black people, because we was going like through a race war, and George Floyd had died that you know, it was close to around that time. So it was just like, I felt like they was using the gay just to get people attention, or just get people talking, but actually it got people talking in a good way, and it just brings out solutions to how we can like cope, and how we can be a better people to the people around us. Like, because the fact that she was like, Pastor, I need you to do this, or Mom, I need you to do this, or why we don't talk about this, and she walked up to Monica, oh, let's talk about this. Like, she really wants to know, so she really trying to figure out herself. And I mean, I can see any child doing it, especially with this time and age. Kids are growing rapidly fast because the social media, they can just get online and see some grown shit. Like, so kids are growing fast, so you do have to be open and honest with your kid, if you especially don't want no 16 and pregnant, no drug dealers, no nothing. So I'm really happy that they had the sexual talk with Ashley, and that she's just this open, smart girl who's like, you know, just trying to figure out herself before she get into herself. You know, like, I'm trying to figure out myself before I get into anything. And that's good for her. That's really pretty it. I'm really happy about this sitcom. I cannot wait for season 2. It's gonna be I cannot wait for season 2. Like, I cannot wait. It lived up to the title. They understood the assignment. They really understood the assignment. Like, this show is really good. I know I'm finna go on Twitter and see all the memes and all the little crazy stuff that they've been commenting about the episode. I'm finna go look at the crazy memes and just think back on the memories. It's gone for now. But yeah, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love.
Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today.